there. Hey, Phil. We're live.
How are you?
All right. How about you?
Good. Surviving these conventions?
Yeah, man. I've had some fun, I'll tell you. But it's been some long hours.
Yeah, been all over the map.
Yep. Cleveland,
Pittsburgh.
and back to Columbus. Hi, Richard. How are you? There's the mage. He made it. Sean, you coming for the OP Cup?
He's talking about it.
There's Josh. What's up, man? Well, guys, I don't know if you saw. Did you notice our new logo down there in the corner? Hey, Brett. Zorro, Team Day 1. Yeah, Brett, we got Zorro. They announced a Zorro, didn't they? There's been so much announced and so much more to come. Somebody said that they spoiled all the characters, and it's like they didn't come close. How many did
It sounded like a lot, but I think what'd they say? 14 maybe?
14?
Announced?
And there's like 41
like
or 42 in the
or
set,
something.
they said.
Yeah.
So there's still
Hey.
a lot more to come.
They probably did a third, I'm guessing.
A third? 14? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
Close to-
less than a third.
Oh, a fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah. Hey, Eric. Hey, Ricky. Thank you. Thank you. I like the logo too. Our guy got right on it, man.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
It does. I like this one. I like the one of the two of us better.
Yeah.
We might switch it out, but I just wanted to try some new things. The Facebook page already has ours up there. And then tomorrow I'll probably put it on Instagram and a couple other places. Nate says, what's the business about Friday night, Henry Penn? We're already in a meta where we face the same characters every game. Why make it worse? Dustin says, hey, looking forward to the Top Cow cards. Yeah, they even spoiled some of the Top Cow characters.
Yeah.
What the heck? That's like a year away.
Who'd you see?
Velocity. That's the only one. Who'd you see?
Well, I know that they're talking about a Witchblade and Darkness release because I guess they're part of Top Cow. So it'll be easy to revamp those ones because they already are existing characters.
Yeah, and you will not be able to play the two character cards together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you will not be able to mix new Velocity with old Velocity specials.
Oh.
You can play either one, but
One
not
or the
combined.
other. Okay.
Does that mean you could No, you couldn't play two Velocities on the same team, though. Oh, my gosh. I got a headache already. Let's see what else we got here. Josh says, I've been on a cloud after Friday's stream. Su Wong Kong's cloud. Okay, enlighten me, Josh. I don't know who that is. I don't have a clue.
Is that one of those
Is that-
characters?
Is that an ARB, Edgar Rice Burroughs character, or I don't think it is.
Is that one they announced?
Yeah, that was on the list that I saw. Daniel, how are you? Thank you. I'm glad you like the logo.
Hi, Lawrence. How are you?
Brett says Su Wong Kong going to be a 23-point character for sure.
Ooh.
All right, Brett, who is Sun Woo Kong? Old geeks do tricks. Finally, I can bring my Tarzan Mego figure to a card game and not get called crazy or wacko or out of licensing context. Well, at least one out of the three you will no longer be called Old Geek. I'm not sure about the other two. Dustin says Witchblade and Darkness for sure. Okay. Hi, Lawrence. How are you? All right. Josh says Sun Woo Kong is the mythological Monkey King from Journey to the West. The basis for Goku. Really? Kind of got a Dragon Ball character in there on the sly, huh? You guys are quiet. Anyone else having trouble hearing them? My volume is maxed out. All right, I'll look at it. I look like I'm all the way up.
I don't know what 10-10 flip means, but
10-10 flip. What?
yes, if I had it under my ball cap.
You really had a 10-10 flip under that cap.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know either. Sorry, Eric. Hey, John, how are you? Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. Those daggone you guys messing with my speakers again? Nope, we're all the way up. Oh, that was a good one.
Sounds good. Good?
No. Do
No?
that one again. Uh-oh. I don't like that.
So it's my mic.
Yeah. Hey, Keith. Josh says, loosely inspired. Can you guys hear me okay? Is it just Sean's computer?
Your mic is behind the computer though, so it might be buffering it out a little.
All right, we'll try that. I don't know why this would change from week to week. Ricky says it's the normal OP Adventures quiet level for me, so yes, my volume is maxed. Hey, Doug Taylor, how are you? Why are we so quiet? All right. Move yours in a little bit. Let's see. Maybe we're just not close enough. All right. Bill, mic is hot. Doug is low. Really? All right. I don't know which one's me and which one's Phil. You guys don't know the famous Bulgarian character Tintin. Yeah, you got to Google him. You'll understand.
I would think you're mic 3, Doug.
You think I'm number 3?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. All right. Everything looks good on that mic. Okay. Let's try this one. Whoops. Advanced properties. Everything looks good there. Okay. There's one I don't like. All right. Oh, did that just bring me up? Is that louder now, guys? Phil is fine, Doug is low, but how about now?
Yeah.
Is Doug fine also? Yes, I know Tintin is a dog. Doug, can you just yell the whole time and we're good? If that's what it takes, Ricky, you know I'll do it. I'll talk loud, I'll yell, whatever we got to do.
He's innate intellect with a negate character, says Josh.
I think Phil's mic is picking up Doug from a distance and Doug isn't routed to the feed. Hey, Keith, can you swing by and fix that for me? I follow you, Eric. The new logo looks like a Phil meets the Tintin haircut. Oh, he's talking on the logo. Oh, really? I've improved. Nope, not louder, says Keith. Do your mics have manual volume input? So, yes. Let me do this. All right. I'm running out of things to do here. Me too, Keith. I need help. I got to find a pro. So, yes, the mics have manual volume input, but I don't seem to know what I'm doing. Let's see. Oops. Okay, here we go. Oh, why is it doing that? Okay. And 11. All right, let's try that. Ooh, that looks like the levels are moving. Hey, Michael, how are ya? Are you coming to the cup? Did you make up your mind?
I think he
It's
is.
only better when you're facing Phil's mic, which supports the theory that your mic is going to the beat.
Just put him in the middle.
Says, Phil, throw that away. You're from America.
All Canadians. Yeah. Let's put it in the middle.
Now it's right on camera.
I know.
All right. Maybe just put Phil's mic in the middle, says Josh.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Did that help at all? You're good when you face Phil. Huh. Okay. All right. Let's see how that goes. I haven't seen Howard yet tonight. Wonder if he's at a. It's not a ball game he goes to.
I think lacrosse is over.
Lacrosse.
I think it's
Okay.
over.
Now we get echo. It's louder and it's echoing.
Oh boy. It's probably because it's feeding with the other mic.
Okay, hold on a minute. Let me try this. I got. All right. Let me know if I got rid of the echo and if the volume is still good. Oh, Daniel. 2 questions. Did you all enjoy Deadpool and Wolverine?
Haven't
And
seen
2,
it.
have you been experimenting with Deadpool and Wolverine decks? No and no. I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. I hear it's pretty good, though.
All right. Michael, that's a lot of echo. Did I get rid of the echo, though? Let me know. I think it should be gone. AJ says it's better. Is it loud enough? Perfect volume, good. Echo gone. Success. We did it, Phil. All right. I'm going to make a note here. Sorry, guys. I'm going to get a little distracted while I make a note of what I did.
Sean Ballantine, are you coming to the Cup? If so, please get registered.
Yeah. Oh, we lost somebody. We're down to 39.
We lost Vizina.
What?
Yep.
What the?
No Chris.
Why not?
He's busy doing artwork.
No, he ain't.
Promise.
He's that scared of my deck. Nah.
Heard Miles was coming on Friday night. Chickened out for Saturday.
What about Flint?
Flint and Williamson are coming for Saturday.
All right. I saw Scott Williamson was at the Nationals.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he stopped by and said hi.
Oh, nice.
I'm sorry, I got to write Mike's. I finally figured it out, and number
So that's the one drop.
10 and 11. Okay, I got it. So if I ever have any issues again, I know how to fix it this time. I did, Ricky. I marked down those settings. I put them in my phone, and I will save them. Let's see. No, you guys are spoil sports. Sean, did you build a Deadpool Wolverine deck? I actually pulled out Deadpool to make a deck. I did not pull out Wolverine to make a deck with him, but that is an interesting concept because you get your 8 stat and then a support character who's really, really good, or another character who's really, really good.
Deadpool.
Yeah. He's got a 10.
Good. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
He's got that knock 'em silly now.
Yeah. And then who are you going to use?
You need a negator.
You need a negator.
Reavers.
Oh, Reavers? Oh, that won't work. Well, you got it then 17 in reserve?
18.
18 in reserve?
Yeah. Silver Sable.
Okay. Oh, the chat's blown up. Hey, Doug and Phil. Hey, Cameron.
And you could play Bullseye, too.
Yeah, you like that new logo, Cameron? I'm super excited.
You could also rock Bullseye up front, put Wolverine in reserve.
Ooh. Wolverine wouldn't like being in reserve, though.
No.
That's fighting words to the Wolverine.
Just make him an angry animal when he comes up.
Yeah. So who else is pumped for World Legends after Friday night stream with the Lazarus Rising crew? Says Josh just asked, but man, look at this.
I think that's
chat
pretty
going.
exciting stuff.
John says he can't wait for PIM Apocalypse 2024, and Sean don't think we should do it.
Hello, Revlin. Mr. Larry.
Ricky's got his PIM deck ready. Who'd you say hi to?
Reverend.
Oh, Reverend Larry just showed up.
Yeah.
Josh says we put Hawkeye in reserve.
You could do that, too.
Yeah, I should have known that.
Yeah.
That's the first one Corey would take. And Josh is always the Reavers for that negate.
Yeah. You could do Serpent Society.
Yeah, you could. Are they better than Reavers? No, I don't think so either. Oh, Cameron can't make the Cup. All right, well, maybe next year. Or maybe the Champ of Champs in February. I wish my Saturday deck was good, though. I'm probably going to be uncreative on Saturdays, says John. All right, John. We got faith in you. You'll be okay. Department H is actually one of my favorite fun decks.
Yeah,
says
that one's not bad.
Yeah.
Got Alpha Flight and Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
It's decent.
Yep. That is decent. Michael says, not sure if I should bring anything, so I'm just going to grab a bunch of stuff to take with me next week. Can't stay for the total cast today, but I'll bring in out some gems. All right. Michael, is he going to bring a traveling museum?
He's got a lot of stuff.
All right. Nice. Josh has my PIM deck mostly ready. Need to make a few tweaks. Saturday deck is closed. Tested a bit this week. All right, Michael. Sorry you got to go so fast.
In and out.
Yeah, but at least he showed. Give us a like on your way out the door, would you? Friday night event. Only characters who appeared in Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, then you're going to see a whole lot of Deadpool and Wolverines, which is exactly what you're complaining about. Not getting variety.
Who was in the movie?
Oh, man, there's a bunch of characters in the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Josh says, I wish we were doing a Warlock event.
Which one? Adam?
I think he means Warlock.
Oh, gosh.
Keith says, heck, I won't be at OP Cup barring a miracle, but I built a PIM deck just in case. All right. If anyone wants to play test their PIM deck for an online game. All right, Keith, I like it. See about that miracle. John says, my PIM deck is fun and probably also good. I can't wait to see it. I think it's going to be fun. Oh, that's right. Vlad said to bring a bunch of Henry PIM. I'm not sure why. So, Josh says, as long as I can use my custom blade set.
Blade would be fun.
Ricky says, spoilers. What kind of spoilers are we talking? You know something I don't know, Ricky?
No, he probably doesn't want to talk about the Deadpool Wolverine movie.
Yeah. Well, when I was at Pulp Fest, I ran into the Edgar Rice Burroughs crew. They had a booth there.
Yep.
And, of course, I was wearing my Overpower Adventures t-shirt. And they immediately recognized it. And I said hi to them while they were reading my shirt. I said, I heard you guys had an announcement at San Diego. They said, yeah, is that shirt? And I said, yeah, it is. And one thing led to another, and next thing I know, they asked me to join them on the panel.
Yep.
So it was
Saw
fun.
that.
It was fun. They are very eager to play the game. They want to do a live stream when we actually have cards and learn on a live stream.
What kind of questions did you field?
Oh, they asked, you saw the slide that they put up, which is what I used on the image for the thumbnail on this one.
Yeah.
But they asked about their characters and how good they were, and asked, how do you win? And I told them there's a couple ways to win and a couple ways to lose. We talked about getting all your characters knocked out and venturing all 7 missions or all 7 into the defeated pile.
Okay.
They asked about the 5 multi-power. Why did it have all 4 icons? And then they asked what each icon meant. So they really went in depth and grilled me pretty hard.
Okay.
Then they opened it up to the floor to ask questions. And Ricky was talking about Deadpool.
I thought
spoilers.
so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody asked, do you have to buy a bunch of booster boxes to get a set? And I told him that it's going to be available as a set, I think. What was the other questions? I can't remember.
So did they show the 5 multi out in San Diego?
They showed that. It's on that thumbnail that I posted here. That is actually a picture of their screen.
Okay.
And it was the same slideshow that they played out in San Diego.
So they saw the Tarzan.
Yeah. Yeah, all of the Edgar Rice Burroughs characters were spoiled at San Diego.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think there's 7 of them,
Okay.
if I remember right. So when they were talking to me about it, they were asking me specifically about Victory Harbin, I think was her last name. And Chris, the guy in charge of the Edgar Rice Burroughs, he created that character.
Okay.
And he's written quite a few stories with that character. And so I bought one of the books to read up on the character because I got no clue who she is. And she's rather recent, but it'd be interesting to see.
Okay.
Joe
What's her
Jusko.
power? Any idea?
No.
No idea.
No. She's got a gun.
Okay.
But it's not a gun. He told me it's not a real gun. It does something else. So
Okay.
I wasn't quite following him. But Joe Jusko artwork is going to be made available to the the Lazarus Rising group to use for the cards. But Joe Jusko has also agreed to do some original art. So there will be some art that will only be on those cards.
Okay.
And not from all the art that he has done over the years for Edgar Rice Burroughs.
Okay.
So
So a special new.
yeah, and Mark Silvestri, I'm pretty sure Joe said that he's doing original art too.
Yeah, they contracted a few people, right?
Yeah, I know those two.
Yeah.
While I was at Pulp Fest, Jim Stranko asked me about it, and I don't know how he knew. But maybe he saw the panel. I didn't see him sitting out there. But there was probably 50, 60 people at the panel, which I thought was pretty good.
Yeah.
But he asked me if Joe Jusko was doing original art for Overpower. And I said, yeah. And he was, yeah, I think he showed it to me.
You got a sneak peek?
Yeah. So I asked Mr. Stranko if he would like to do some original art for Overpower, and he actually said he's interested.
Oh, wow.
So we'll see. That would be really nice. Although, as far as I know, we don't have the shadow coming up in any sets, which would be pretty sweet. But, all right. Let me go back. Doug, did you get the unopened pack from Corey for the OP Cup prize? Yes, sir. Thank you. I did get that. Brett, does Pim have to be on the front line? No, Brett, he does not.
I thought he did.
Huh?
I thought he did.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, is that your rule?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sorry, Brett. I stand corrected. Phil says he does have to be on the front line, but you are allowed to run the KO event.
That you can do.
Don't do it. Please don't do it. I'm still trying to figure out how to win, says Josh. John says, so glad to hear the ERB team is so interested in gameplay. Yeah, they really were. They were the ones who were asking me a lot of the questions, and they wanted to know how to win and how to play, and can you mix heroes with heroes? Can you mix heroes and villains? Do you have to play a theme? And like, nope, you just put any 4 characters that you want. So they were really excited. And here's a little bit of a spoiler. I think I'm going to be able to demo the game for them at their table at the Windy City in April.
Oh, nice.
So it'll be, the Kickstarter should be fulfilled by then, and we're going to play at Windy City Pulp Fest, Windy City Pulp and Paper in April. So that'll be fun. And maybe I'll record that too. That'd be really fun.
That'd be nice.
Josh says, I really liked everything I heard from LRG about the way they're streamlining some of the game mechanics. Mage says, isn't ERB stuff public domain now? Not all of it. I know LRG had to buy the rights for some of that stuff. Like Victory, Harbor, whatever her name is. Victory is a character who's only been around for maybe 5 to 10 years, if that long.
Yeah, Harbinger or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think it was Harbinger, but Harbor, I don't remember. But some Tarzan stuff is in the public domain, but like we get into it every time. The public domain's not cut and dry.
Yeah, it's not, because you can still buy it, right?
Yeah.
You can buy the rights to it. And
Yeah, it's like, it's tricky. I don't know. Josh says, most curious about how they'll do something similar to battle sites. Okay, that came up Friday night, right, in the Discord chat. Josh, were you in the Discord? Was anybody, Victory Harbin, thank you, Ricky. Was anybody in the Discord? I'm curious how many people were there when it was going on. I wasn't able to do it because I was at the Pulp Fest. John says, I can't wait to travel to Barsoom. Yeah, that's going to be fun. I want to play Tarkis with John Carter. That'll be so cool, having those two on a team. Deja Thoris, maybe, is the third.
yeah, Delia or something like that.
I think it's Deja.
Is it?
I think it's Deja. But it'll be fun. And so it came up that there's going to be something similar to battle sites, I guess.
Sounds like they're going to be pre-made, from what I understand.
That was something, I had a note on that. Let me see. Oh, yeah. I got, somebody on Reddit posted a recap. Oh, no, it just uploaded, or refreshed, and I lost my note. Let me go back. Oh, well, I lost all my notes. I'll have to find it again. But I'm pretty sure they said something, they were talking about it. He says, I just put 3 ERB books on hold at the library. I'm excited to read them. The first books of the Mars, Tarzan, and Time Forgot series. Nice. I saw a beautiful copy of The Land That Time Forgot. How much did he want for that? It was stupid. $12,000 for a first edition. And he paid a lot of money for it. He told me when he bought it 20 years ago. And the people from ERB came over and saw it and said, that's a better looking copy than we have. So it was pretty special. But there's no way I'm buying that. Josh says they had 25 to 30 people in the Discord. Nice. Okay. Brett was there. Doug Taylor was there. Oh, John, you just made my night. Yes, maybe we can get Strinko art for Nick Fury when they get a Marvel license. Yes. Wouldn't that be awesome? And I'm sure he'd love to do it. Yeah. I'll keep bugging him. I won't see. Oh, actually, I might see him again in November if I go to the Big Apple Comic Con. He's going to be there. So I will mention it to him again. Brett says they said battle sites would not be introduced in the first few sets and that they were working on how to implement them. Okay. And Josh says Joe G said something like a suite of special cards, so not exactly activators, but they're working on something more than just any heroes. It sounded like it.
Yep, they are.
Interesting. The one thing I don't like, 2 things I don't like. I don't like them trying to make basic universe cards playable. I really don't see the need for those. They've already said that they have no intention of making the double shots again. So why do we need basic universe cards? If you can take a card like the double shot and say, look, we don't think that was a good concept. We don't need it. Why can't you do that with basic universe cards, basic training cards, and just not introduce them back into the game?
Well, now they have those locations that require them.
Well, yeah, but why make those locations? They knew then that they weren't going to make double shots again. They weren't trying to bring double shots back. What makes them think that they need to have basic universe cards? Personally, I think they're a waste. It doesn't add really anything to the game.
Yeah, it'd be different if they counted for venture or something.
Right. And even then, actually, if it counted toward venture and or damage, I could see it. But as is, you got a clean slate. Why are you muddying it up with basic universe cards that really, from the get-go, everyone said this isn't working? And when was the last time?
Yeah, I think initial sets needed them.
Nah. It's still 2 cards that can be defended by 1. And
but much tougher when you don't have a site.
Well, this is true. But when was the last set that they put it in? There was none in Justice League. And there was none, anything from IQ on. So it's kind of like the guys back then realized we don't need to make any universe cards. They're not playable.
Yeah, the game evolved, obviously.
Yeah. And I don't understand why try to bring them back now. So Brett says, if anyone missed it, I posted my notes on the overpowered. Oh, Brett, was that yours? Okay. Okay. I was reading your notes last night. I loved it. Thank you. And Rev says, love Strinko Nick Fury run. Yep, that was classic stuff. That Nick Fury #1 cover is amazing. Josh says, Tarkus Inherent can hold a basic universe without taking up his placing slot. Again.
Still have to draw it. You don't start with it.
What? Oh, right. You don't. It doesn't start in play. Would have to draw one, then you could place on it. I just don't like the idea of trying to make basic universe cards playable. And
Some people disagree.
sure,
They think they're
but they're wrong.
key to blocking follow-ups to big JWs and so forth for max 6 characters.
I understand that.
But I'm with you. You're still blocking two cards for one.
To fit in one.
Yeah.
And hey, Dave, if you happen to be in the chat tonight, we need a rule book. All right. An Image had a 6 any plus 2 basic universe. Yep. And Josh says he half agrees with Doug. What? But I'm optimistic that they'll have new mechanics that make them more usable, like Dracula's Army or the Tarkus Inherent.
Yeah.
Those universe home bases are winning tourneys, though, says Ricky.
What are? Oh, Dracula's Armory.
And
It's won a few. Yeah.
really? How long ago?
Kepper's won a few with him.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. 2 years ago?
No, he just won
Well,
with Juggernaut and Heroes for Hire.
in Canada?
Yeah.
He had Dracula's Army? Oh, all right. He just won one. All right. Just because Phil Keffer won with it, don't mean we need to have him. He would have won with or without him. Any card where you get 2 for 1 card disadvantage is bad unless you have a mechanic to reward the risk.
Yeah,
Bingo.
I mean that's the key.
Sean says, for years I have been proposing a draw mechanic for multiple card plays that would make so many cards that require contributions more competitive.
I agree.
And I understand that, but why do we need to make them more competitive?
Yeah,
They're
just-
not,
or if
they're
you
not
just
really
get
going
rid
to add that much to the game if they're in the decks. Just my opinion. If Marcel at the GOAT logs on tonight, I'd like to hear his opinion.
Yeah.
And Phil Keffers.
They've really been playing the Armory and the training ground.
Yeah,
They like it because the cards sit there. You can utilize them as you need it. But I can guarantee you, if you didn't get to place them and use them once around, they would not have them in their deck.
right. Even if you got to draw when using them.
Oh, maybe if you got to draw.
Maybe.
That's a different story.
Yeah. But if you draw, what if you draw your event
Event.
that you're holding out for?
Yeah, there's always that chance.
Yeah, Rev says this is the last card I will be on, the last cast I will be on until September. We should do a Valhalla Seattle call. Variety is the spice of life, says Ricky. Yeah, that's what they say.
Doug doesn't like spice.
And I don't need anything spicy, so I don't need spicy. Until September, you're taking off the whole month of August?
Wow, Larry.
Is that, your
That's
cruise is gonna last that long?
That's a big honeymoon.
We'll have fun. When we get back, Larry, we will do something all about Seattle. What's the date on Seattle?
The 20th and 21st, something like that.
Of September?
Yeah.
Holy cow, we gotta book a room.
We gotta get flights.
We gotta do that too. No spice. I am a wuss, Sean. Nope, no spice. All right, Larry, we'll do one. I promise we'll do something when you get back. Get in touch with me. Phil says, I like the home bases with universe cards but they are expensive. Thank you, Mr. Keffer.
Yeah, very expensive.
Josh says, I would be fine with them not keeping around basic universe. I'm a little surprised they're keeping them in the game, but I still suspect it's because they have more game mechanics that will help. Josh, I'm sorry that you're going to be disappointed. I don't think that there's anything coming, but we shall see. What's it cost? 3 points for those home bases?
2 for the training ground, 3 for the armory.
Yeah. It's interesting. I just don't see the need for it.
Just depends what you want to do. Like if you want to place a team special, then I can see some value to it. But
Oh, no, I mean to universe cards in
No.
general. I don't understand when you got a clean slate, why muddy it up with universe cards? Basic universe, training cards. You had the perfect opportunity, start anew, keep them out. You're going to keep out double shots. why are you adding in universe cards?
Yeah.
They basically do the same thing. Takes 2 cards to defend or attack.
You don't like allies either, but some people do.
Allies.
You like
know,
teamwork, though.
I do like teamworks. You know, allies are their own.
Miss.
Yeah, allies are okay, but what if you draw them in the last hand and you don't draw a special to play with them, and it just sits there and you can't do anything about it, and your opponent wins the venture by 3 because you couldn't play your ally card?
Or the worst case scenario that I see a lot now is you have an ally placed, and the last character is that one that has the ally and then Doctor Strange. So the ally's just stuck there.
Yeah, because Doctor Strange has no specials in the deck.
Not that you can play offensively. Yeah.
Right. All right. Yep. Leave next Monday, gone until the 26th. Have a great OP Cup. Thank you, Larry. You enjoy that cruise, and we'll talk to you when you get back.
You sure you don't want to come back for a day?
Josh says, I agree that they don't really need them. So now teamworks are a 4 value attack instead of 6 with lower bonuses.
Yeah, they're very watered down.
Did they say what the lower bonuses were?
I saw a 0 and a 1.
A 0. If it's a 6, it's a 0 bonus to the first attack?
I think it depends what your character's grid is to use it. So if it's like a 4-6 or a 4-7, they're different than what the 4-8 would be.
Yeah, I didn't like the design of the teamwork card.
So the 8 grid character still gets a little bit of boost with that particular teamwork.
Only the 8 grid? The 7 grid don't?
I think the 7 grid might have been a 1 and a 1.
Okay. And the 8 was a 1 and a 1.
I thought it was a 1 and a 2. But
1 and a 2.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
So that was the original teamwork anyway. Was a 1 and a 3 or 1 and a 2 or whatever. I think it was a 1 and a 3 on the 8s.
Yes.
And then they bumped it to a 2 and a 3.
I don't like the design of the teamwork card.
No.
But, you know, I don't like having it down in the middle.
I don't like any of the text down there.
They
They totally changed it from the other game.
right.
And
And
now you place a card and you're covering the whole text up.
yeah, Brett Cox helped me out here, but I believe they said something about they moved it down to being more in line with other
Card games.
games.
Yeah, like Magic, I guess.
Yeah, to make it easier to transition into Overpower.
I think it's different because you don't place that many cards in Magic.
Right. I just don't like the teamwork design. The ally, I think, is okay. I don't know. They didn't show any ally, did they?
I don't know.
Um,
Haven't been in there.
what did it show? The teamwork,
saw
the
teamwork.
5 multi, Tarzan, and 3 or 4
And I
hero
thought
cards.
maybe there was an ally up there.
I can't remember. But just make a 9 grid and everyone will want the new cards. And 9 grids, that'd be nice. What was the note I saw about modern gold and silver? Let's get gold, silver, and modern. If you're going oldest to newest, modern, silver, and gold. If you're going current to oldest. Golden Age will be what we call right now the legacy format, which is the cards that we are currently playing with, and you will be allowed to mix them with the current set. The modern age will be only Lazarus Rising sets. So you will not ever, never, ever, ever in the modern format be playing the overpowered cards that we have right now in in Lazarus's modern format. Silver will come along eventually. That's years down the road when they start retiring sets out of modern. It'll go from modern into silver, and then you will not be able to mix them into the modern once they're retired, but you can still play them in Silver Age events. Did they talk anything about tournament prize support Friday night? Did they mention anything about that?
I wasn't on the...
Brett says they standardized the card layout across all card types to avoid confusion. Okay, thanks, Brett. And that might avoid confusion to the new players. but the old players are going to have to adjust for sure.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
will.
it's fine. It's all about
Yeah.
getting a new game out. And
Right. Golden Age is the current stuff. Silver Age will eventually age out. Modern will be the latest Legacy Rising sets. Yes. I do. Josh says, I do like having the attack value in the same place on every card. I think that's more intuitive. Yeah. The teamwork, I don't like the 4 to attack with the 6 underneath it. I think you need to know what your value. The first one should be your value to use, and then the attack. But I'll get used to it. Hey, Stefan, did they explain anything about card design decisions Friday? I am all for improvements for a reason behind them, but change for the sake of change or just to put their mark on it is meh. Yes, they had reasons for everything that they're doing. And like I said, they moved the teamwork bonuses to the middle of the card just to make it look more like card text on a Pokemon card or Magic the Gathering. Sean says, avoid confusion. No. Confusion does the avoiding. All attacks from a teamwork. Yeah, now I remember. Any heroes. I don't play any heroes. But I guess I will be in the new format because there ain't going to be no battle sites for a while.
Yep.
Brett says, they said tournament prize support was a priority from day one and went on to describe prize packs and incentives for hosting learn-to-play events. I like that. Hey, Al. Welcome to the chat. Modern is the newest LRG sets. Yep. And eventually they will rotate out to create silver. And the Golden Age is what we currently have right now. So you're looking at least 2 to 3, maybe 3 to 4 years down the road before silver will actually exist. Yep. You got it, Al. That's exactly what's going to happen. And I saw some guys talking on the Facebook page today which one they're going to play in, and they mostly said they want to stay in the Golden Age, which is kind of interesting. I think we'll make it interesting enough for them in the Modern Age that they'll come around and start playing the modern stuff. I'm super hyped. I love the Edgar Rice Burroughs stuff.
I think it all's going to depend on the price support.
You think?
Yeah.
I think it's all going to depend on how fun the game is. And then we know the game's fun.
I mean, if it's big and they can generate the cash, you're going to draw the Golden Age people out of the woodwork.
And I think that's what Edgar Rice Burroughs' property does. And the World Legends, which is going to be the public domain characters, which they have not announced yet, right? Hey, Game Master.
I think the problem you're going to have is if the Golden Age, if those tournaments, if the value dollar-wise is worth a lot more, you'll see people stay there, I think.
Oh,
They're going
I
to
see
have
what you're
to.
saying.
They're going to have to incentivize people to come out of the Golden Age to go to their modern game because we have the biggest player base
right now. But I don't know. If they come back in for the new stuff, will they go back then and start collecting the older stuff to play in the Golden Age format? It's a
Yeah.
great question.
That's the issue now.
Yeah.
Like, the newer players aren't going to be able to get the Golden Age easily.
Right. Because we all hoarded it.
But I'll have it.
I got an 18-pound box of it. Let's see. I saw Phil says, how long until gold isn't the primary supported format? A year and a half is my guess.
Yeah, I think that's the issue.
I think we got the rest of this year, and we've got all of next year.
Yeah, because I don't even know when the set's going to be released. Probably not till April or May, huh?
Well, they're not going to be
25.
able to run big events like we're running now with that Kickstarter set.
Right.
I don't think. I mean, Marvel didn't try it on their first 2 sets, right?
That I don't know. I wasn't playing.
Oh, right. You weren't around. Phil Keffer can tell us.
I think they had big tournaments. I know that they had a national event, like
What?
probably 95, 96.
Before IQ?
Yeah. because they were playing
All right,
basic.
Mr. Keffer, let us know. Was there big nationals before IQ? Yeah, there had to be.
Yeah,
wasn't
there were. Sherry
Yeah.
Briggs won both of them.
Right, okay.
And I don't know if she won 96, 97, or if she won 95, 96. We were out there in 98, which was the last one.
Okay.
And the first couple ones, I think, they were supposed to be like a $5,000 prize, but I think maybe they kind of reneged on it.
Those dirty dogs. All right. Game Master says, woohoo, no announcements. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you, Game Master. Stefan says, if the existing players don't jump into the modern events, it will be quick crash and burn. I don't agree entirely, because we're only looking at less than 100 players in the modern events, or in the events that are currently playing right now. So I think that all 100 of us could not play, and it won't matter.
Yeah, I mean, this could be huge. I mean, you could have hundreds of thousands of players internationally.
Right. So I don't think we're going to affect it that much. John says, if the draft format is fun, I'll be playing a lot of that, which will be modern by default. I'm not looking forward to the draft portion, but that's just me. I know it's easier to get in a quick game. Actually, not even going to be too quick about it, because the draft portion is going to take a little while. Captain says it's going to take some getting used to, but having the attack value in the same spot on every card makes a lot of sense. I never even realized that wasn't the case. And Phil Keffer says, I'm the exception, but I couldn't care less about the art. I like the skill side, and Phil, battle sites are a key part of that.
Yep.
I love the art, and I love the battle sites, Phil. I believe the battle sites add a level of competition that nothing else, no other game has it. And I'm going to miss the battle sites a lot if they.
Any heroes are too basic. I mean, if everybody's using them.
Right. And doesn't any hero against any hero doesn't it come down to who draws the leech first? And if the opponent has a negate or not?
It's going to be a lot of it.
I think the power leech is just too strong in any hero environment.
Well,
especially if you don't have negates.
A negate will be there, I'm sure.
I don't know. I think I don't think they like negates. But, John said, oh, did I miss it? Okay.
I mean, without a negate, leech is almost an automatic hit, though.
Right. Without a negate, so it's a draw 3. And it's like, holy cow.
But there may not be a draw 3.
Well, isn't there a draw 3 in the essentials?
I mean, there's any hero draw 3.
Any hero, well, same as the
draw 4 too.
A draw 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's nothing you can do about them.
No. The only advantage to the draw 3, in my opinion, is the draw 4. You have to reveal all the cards, even though you get to keep the duplicates. Having that mystery is much stronger than having to reveal everything.
Yeah.
Because your opponent doesn't know if they should bail
Right.
on the draw 3, but if they see you draw a 1, 2, 3, and a 4 on a draw 4, they're not very intimidated.
John says card availability would be a problem for Golden Age unless they get licensed to reprint old cards. This is true, John, but going back to when we interviewed Dave Mack on here, they are not planning, even if they get those licenses, to reprint anything. So we shall see. And as we know from Friday night's chat, new Velocity cards cannot be mixed with the old Velocity hero card, or the old Velocities specials.
Yep, I agree, Phil. The deck diversity is very low when you have just everybody playing any heroes.
That too.
Yeah, you just have to have all team defense.
There's a lot. Oh, Ricky, I see your comment coming up. I'll get to it. Holy cow, you guys are blowing me up here. I can't keep up with you. Al says, the pack setup sounds amazing. I'm not a big fan of it myself, Al. I like just the randomness. I don't particularly like getting a hero card in 4 or 5 of his specials, but
I like
that's
both.
just me. Do you?
Yeah, I like a mix. I mean, You don't want to get an Iceman and then you can't play Iceman because you don't have any of the specials.
You know what?
Specials.
That would just make me
You
buy
buy
more
more
packs
packs.
to get the Iceman specials.
Yeah, but it's a little discouraging if you're really looking forward to playing it and you can't.
And you only got $5.
Right.
Yeah, I understand that. The Mage says Larry's going to be very happy if thousands of new players start collecting all those Golden Age commons and uncommons. Yes, and he'll be able to retire a year earlier. Josh says Kickstarter is ERB in public domain, but they said the rumored big IP will be the second release targeting in store. No. I think you're a little off there, Josh. I think the rumored big IP is set 3. Second release is the Image Top Cow stuff. And that'll be out before whatever the big secret IP is. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. The Game Master says we got rewarded for 30 years of investing in Overpower. AJ says Bryce Outlet Mall had a regional tournament in 1996 with starter decks from the original first set. Really?
It probably would have been 95.
Huh. I don't think so, because I ran those events, AJ. Regional tournament 96 with starter decks. Okay, maybe. Phil Keffer says she won 96, 97. I'm not sure what happened at the beginning. I was just playing local battles the first year or two. Captain says there was an official tournament in 95 where they said there was a $5,000 prize, but then they didn't give it out. What? I don't know if that was in 95, was it?
Yeah, it might have been 96.
Wow. All right, Ricky says, judging by another new game, Sorcery, art will be a big draw for a lot of players, especially for playability. That's a big thing these days. Then limited play will be great.
Yeah, I think it's a big draw because a lot of the people that, even from the original game, just bought for the artwork. They didn't play the game ever.
Or bought it for the characters.
Right.
Yeah. And Ricky says, as long as stores are getting supply and people are buying.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Yeah. Collectability, not playability. Josh says, I'm betting there will be more ways to negate cards like that Dracula MOE special. And Al says, whoa, look at that jump. I've never liked battle sites. They take away from the feel of the deck and add more redundancy that is unnecessary.
Battle sites?
Yeah.
You haven't played enough of them.
Phil Keffer says deck diversity is very low in any hero environment.
Yeah, I mean, any heroes is the one that's very basic.
It is.
No variety.
I don't know. If we were playing any hero decks in the original format, you're right. I think there'd be 4 decks. There'd be one really strong in all 4
Suits. My strength would have a hard time.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
I do.
Huh?
Yeah.
Got a lot of high-powered heads. The
Yeah,
Hulk
big
and the thing.
attacks, but can't defend
No
anything.
defense, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ricky says battle sites are great, but definitely a steep learning curve. You got that right.
That part's
Yep.
yeah, ingrained. But
Game Mesh says, can they do functional reprints? So a overpowered reserved list. I don't know. If they ever got the Marvel license, would they create another negate for Scarlet Witch? Probably not.
she's pretty deserving.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting question, Game Master. Josh says, I love battle sites, but I think they have some balance issues with certain types of specials that probably should be OPD but aren't, like Colossus LO. Yeah, that should be a 1 per deck. It is, isn't it?
No.
That's not a 1 per deck?
It's for a teammate, though.
Oh, okay. Al Spader says no. I'm not sure what Al's saying no to. Brett Cox says the unannounced IP is set 2. Top Cow is set 3.
No, really?
Is that what they said Friday night? Top Cow is set 3. Oh, I think Al was saying no to me.
Oh.
The unannounced IP is set 2, and Top Cow is set 3.
That's weird.
That's interesting. All right, let me read all these. I got to get caught up here, then we'll discuss. The first location cards came out in Monumental, right, Captain? Doesn't seem like a huge deal to go back to how the game was for the first few years anyway. Yes, and that's how you're going to bring in more players. Man, why is everyone trying to come in that door tonight?
I don't know.
They're lost. AJ says, I was second by the Sears store. All right. I believe you, AJ. I guess that was before I started running events there. Al says, there's a big IP for set 2 that they're finalizing rights for. Josh says, Cap, teammate avoid a special and draw 1. If you're playing Colossus, that affects my attack strategy. If it's out of the battle site, not many ways to play around that. Captain says, yeah, there are a lot of cards that aren't good enough to put in a deck but can work under a battle site.
That's
Yep.
true.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why it gives a lot more variety, a lot more thought.
Stefan says, sorcery is an interesting case. Anyone ever seen it played in store? Their big events are more focused on the art than gameplay, seems like to me. We have not had anybody come in and try and play sorcery at our store, and I'm really disappointed by that.
Is it selling?
Oh, we sold out.
Really?
Oh, a long time ago.
In store? Or?
Yeah. I think we sold a little bit online, but most of it went in the store. But it was also maybe at a people from in a convention from out of town that bought it. Seems like there's one big convention that bought a lot of it. But Arthurian Legends, man, I can't wait for that. John says all hero decks mean every deck has the same 8 cards and then 2 more that support a separate strategy.
Yeah, I think you'll, as Phil Keffer just mentioned later on down in the chat, you would see all Lambo decks.
Lambo wins with all any heroes, says Phil.
Or something like that, like Scotty's deck, the Escalade, that kind of stuff.
Hey, that guy just joined the chat.
Scotty did?
Oh, that's Chris.
Oh.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Just got the show Art Studio Key.
I see what you're saying now. That guy is the name.
Yeah. Chris, did you really cancel on us for the OP Cup? Are you really that scared of my deck? Wow. Sean says, will the gold category exclude home bases, i.e. no Marvels, no MOE? Homemades, not home bases. That's a great question. I would say that they will. I'm not going to speak for them. Without a Marvel license, I think it would, though. Oh, well, the captain says that's correct. I confirmed that with Dave the other day.
What's that?
I'm assuming he means no Marvels, no MOE in the Golden Age. AJ says, for your information, Doug, I played in that tournament before I met you. Oh, man. Interesting. Okay. Sounds fun. I don't know how I missed that event. Ricky says, I don't think any card shops in Tulsa know about sorcery. They don't even know about it? I don't think I've been to one that does. I'm going to SorceryCon in Vegas in November to play in their sealed tourneys there, though. I'm excited. Ricky, you know what? I can't go. I wanted to. I still might. Well, we got a big event here at the convention that weekend. But I'd like to go just hang out and get some early Arthurian legends and maybe some nice promo stuff. Steven says, Doug, how was the interest at Pulp Fest? Did you get the feeling that ERB fans will pick these up just as trading cards? Stefan, they were excited for it. One guy wanted to buy it to play for sure, but he wanted to know if he could buy a complete set and not have to buy a whole bunch of booster boxes. Everybody in the panel was excited about the artwork. But so I couldn't really tell if they were excited for the artwork or if they had interest in the game. But they're going to buy it for the artwork for sure.
Yeah, more like Keffer.
Yeah.
I don't care about the artwork.
All right. Captain says, welcome that guy. I am late to the party as well. Pick these up just as trading cards. Oh, Stefan, yep. And Keith says, I'm still holding out hope that set 2 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know, I was thinking
That is it?
yes, I would love that. I was thinking about that over the weekend.
Yeah.
That would be so awesome.
I got my exclusive shredder.
And Al says, same, never even had any customers ask about sorcery. Wow. Huh. All right. I know we got one guy who wants to order 6 boxes of the new set, and he's the only one who's approached me about it. And he bought 6 boxes of the first set.
Let's see our Theory and Legend.
Yeah.
When's it releasing?
Man, I don't know. We haven't even ordered it yet.
Oh.
Yeah. They're only doing like 1 set a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Josh says, I have to imagine there will be many more types of any heroes aside from the current suite. They could be coded the same as some of the current World Legends any heroes, Catechism, for example. And Josh says, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is my guess, too. I would love it. Could you get a whole set out of the Turtles? Are there enough characters?
Yeah, you got 5 or 6 villains and Splinter, 4 Turtles.
And April and
I don't know if
Casey.
you'd want her in there.
Oh,
Casey
yeah.
you'd want.
Yeah.
April, I don't know what she would do. But
I don't, they have to make a card.
make a special out of her, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you probably have it's probably like one of the mission control type sets where you'd have
But we
12,
don't like
10
mission
to-
control.
10 to 15 characters, maybe. I mean, you got Bebop and Rocksteady and Shredder.
Yeah.
And then you had
maybe.
the Foot Clan.
Yeah.
So.
All right. I'm all for it. Cameron says, I'm hoping for an anime set. Al says, happy to see the excitement. I got a bell for some meetings. Thanks for joining us, Al. Talk to you soon.
Is that a bunch of turtles or is that dinosaurs?
Oh, Phil Keffer. He wants the 4 turtles.
Yeah, that would be fun, I think.
Yeah. Ricky said, you should go to Vegas. Others can cover for you there, Doug. You're right. They've proven they don't need me here. But we shall see. We shall see. I talked to the wife about it the other night, and I told her I wasn't going, but I told her it was still calling my name. And Keith says, oh, there are so many mutants in TMT.
Yeah, I still remember you taking me to that movie. The 89 or 90, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Josh says April could have an ally card. Cameron, the Kickstarter is going to be very good. I'm super excited about it. John says, I've never been asked for sorcery by a single customer, but 4 guys rent my back room to play every other week with the Kickstarter product. Well, that's interesting too. Wow. Okay. So who's buying all this? Al's already gone. John, did you get signed up to get more of the beta boxes when they re-release a few here shortly? Mage is singing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle theme song.
Yeah.
There are 30 to 40 heroes and villains easily in the Turtles comic world, says Stefan.
Yeah.
All right.
You can put Vanilla Ice in it.
Vanilla Ice.
Remember he was in the second one?
Yeah. Brett says the unannounced set is supposed to be the big in-store release, so it'll be a big name and probably a substantial set. Ricky said, I had so many turtle toys as a kid. There would be plenty of characters. All right. Skittle Daddy, how are you? Just logged on from vacation. Any news on the 3rd IP yet? No, sir, nothing.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, that's what we're all rooting for. Hey, Brian, I would like to see Samurai Pizza Cats.
No
Okay.
idea what that is. Cartoon, right?
I've never heard of them. But it sounds fun. Samurais, pizzas, and cats. I mean, how could that be wrong?
Go without the cats.
He says, Stefan, exactly. So many characters. I'm eager for Mondo, Gecko. AJ says, anyone went to the Teenage Mutant Ninja musical in the 90s? I don't remember that one. Is that like a live action? Like Disney on Ice type of thing? If there's a Samurai Jack set, maybe I won't sell my cards, says Sean. You know what? You could put Samurai Jack in the Turtles set.
That's true.
Maybe. John says, I'm not buying into source, so if no one asks for it in advance. Yeah. Keith says, Phil, that's genius. A Vanilla Ice promo card. Stephen said there's also 3 to 4 companies producing licensed Turtles games right now. That many? That's a lot. Captain says, I'm not a huge Turtle fan. Can any fans tell me if they'd have all 7 fighting, or if one sticks out that deserves the 8?
Well, one of them was smart.
Yeah.
I think they're all a little different. Raphael was definitely the fighter, though.
Yes. What would you give Mikey? Mikey would be a 7 fighting. He's a wisecracker,
Yeah,
so
he is, yeah.
a 6 or 7 intellect. John says, I need Lazarus to announce so I can open my fat mouth. John, what are you insinuating? Mage says, would you do the Turtles as 4 separate characters or a team card?
Nah, they gotta be all different.
Yeah. You got to have, that way your whole team could be Turtles.
Yeah.
I freaking love Samurai Jack, says the captain. John, what do you know that the rest of us don't know? All right, I won't ask you no more. Mage says you don't have to be smart to be smart. Oh, Sean, you're right. No, I don't know. I think most guys that are that quick with the wisecrack, they're pretty sharp. So, we shall see. I think everyone's pretty excited. I can't wait. There's so many things that we can do. We'll do some live streaming with the ERB guys. They actually said they'd come on our podcast too and discuss it.
Oh, yeah?
The Kickstarter.
Here in Columbus?
Oh, well, remotely.
Okay.
They're in California.
Yeah.
And I said, well, you're 3 hours behind me, so I could stay up late and we'll get you on live. And they said, okay, we'd love to come on.
Do it Thursday after our live stream?
Oh, there we go. Do it after Thursday Night Battles. We're doing Thursday Night Battles this week.
Are you around?
I'm around.
Huh?
Yeah. I am not traveling anymore except for Overpower events the rest of the year.
All right.
Unless I go to Vegas and hang out with Ricky for a weekend.
Be nice.
I don't know. It's in November, so
It'd be warm.
yeah. It'll still be fairly warm here, though.
Huh?
It's not like going in January
That's true.
or like February.
Can't go in February. Champ of Champs.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
Captain says, I think Donatello would have the highest intellect of the 4 since he's always tinkering with the technology, if I recall correctly. And then Josh says, new sewer home base for the Turtles instead of Mole Man. Yeah. John says, my overpowered playtesting for the OP Cup happens in Joe G's dining room. Oh, is that right? Is Joe leaving out little hints?
I saw the Cadillac out there. Or the Lambo.
The Lambo?
I think that's what John's playing, yeah.
Ah.
They always have one built, they said, just so they can test against it.
Sure. I wonder what Joe's going to play. He hasn't said a word about what he's playing this time.
I think I know.
You think you know? Why? Now, how in the world could you know? Because he hasn't said a single thing about Cyclops. So did he finally give up on Cyclops?
Yeah, Cyclops history.
All right. So what's he going to play?
I think he's going to play what he played in Oklahoma City when I played him in the finals. Heroes for Hire deck.
Oh. Well.
Can't go wrong with him.
I mean, yeah. If you want to get back to the finals, play a Heroes for Hire deck.
They're a good start.
Yeah. Or a Spawn deck. Or Heroes for Hire and Spawn deck.
Or Star Jammers.
Yeah. I know somebody's thinking about that.
Yeah?
Yeah. Corey.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough when you got to deal with those big 11s.
Oh, Ricky wants to know who's doing commentary at the OP Cup. You know, Ricky?
You.
Ricky's going to be here. He can't do commentary.
He's multi-talented.
He's going to play a game and commentate on another one at the same time. That's a great question, Ricky. I don't know if you put any thought into that because everyone's going to be here to play.
Maybe that's why Chris isn't coming.
Chris, you said hi, and then we never heard another word from you.
Well, you started badgering him.
Did he leave us already?
Probably. We'll never know.
I don't want Chris to commentate. I want him to play.
Yeah.
John says, I'm playing the Lambo if my other deck don't pan out. It's my backup plan. Good to have a backup plan.
Yeah. We can always do what Lazarus is doing now.
What's that?
Add the commentary later.
Oh, yeah.
It's not as nice.
It's not, but if we have to, we have to.
Yeah.
Can I commentate on my own game, says Ricky.
True.
Actually,
McMillan does. The whole
I mean,
time,
that's
so-
what we did in Canada.
Yeah.
Our live streams, you just heard the players talking.
Right.
We didn't add, so that's probably what we'll do. But, yeah, we'll have to talk to the Lazarus guys and see what they're thinking of commentating.
Howard had a pretty interesting idea too,
Really?
Mhm.
What was his idea?
where you could have mics separate on each individual player, and they talk through their game and kind of say what their strategy is as they're playing and why they're playing a certain card or placing a certain card. And then, I'll be on this side, so then I'll have my own strategy as to what I'm doing. But the problem is you got to be interactive and remember to talk through the process.
Yeah, a lot of guys.
But it's got to be headsets that are muted, so you can't hear each other talking.
Oh, that would be a little challenging, but I'm sure they could do it. Sean says, Ricky, you can commentate on your own game, but only if you do it Deadpool style. I meant live, so I could maybe see both hands. No, Ricky.
If you don't win the tournament,
Lab
that
my
way,
strategy to my opponent real time. No thanks, says Sean.
no, not real time. That's why I said it has to be muted.
Yeah. Yeah, the headphones could be noise reduction,
Right.
so that you can't hear what your opponent's saying. But I'm not.
Whoever's a good lip reader would win.
Yeah.
I seen what he just said.
Oh, did you just mouth JW? I don't think that'll work, but it would be interesting. So we got to work on that. We got to work on prize support. Got anything to announce for prize support? Yes.
It's going to be amazing.
Um,
There's going to be, I know that everybody will have at least a pack of mission control, and I'm thinking of possibly having a couple. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the better players, the top 8 players or so, have 4 to 5 packs of Power Surge. If they lose a game, then their opponent wins the stack.
gets the power pack or gets the pack.
Gets the stacks.
And everyone who shows up is going to get a spawn finite power.
And Al Spader was supposed to mail me a bunch of Black Cats for 5 innies, but I haven't seen them yet. I do have a bunch of the 8 multis left.
Is
or
it Al
8 innies.
coming?
I thought he said he couldn't make it.
Oh, did he? I thought he was coming.
I thought he said he was saving his money for Boston or something. I thought that's what I saw.
Oh, okay. Or maybe he's saving his money for the Kickstarter.
Maybe. But I have a bunch of 8 anti-powers that I can give away as well. So there's going to be a ton of good stuff.
8 any powers?
Mhm.
From Image?
They're not the real ones, but
Oh, okay. I was going to say, that's really generous. I believe Premier TCG's got something they're giving.
they are. Are we going to announce it?
I don't know. Marcel didn't show up tonight.
I know what it is because we've had the discussion, but
It's a graded card, a 10.
2 graded cards.
2 graded cards.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So I don't. It's just going to be on the prize table. It doesn't have to go to first place, but it's going to be the Jim Mint 10 Captain America
Nice.
IQ hero,
Yep.
and also the Jim Mint 10 Sentinel of Liberty.
Oh,
His 7
Nice,
his 7
okay.
intellect special from the IQ.
awesome.
So yeah, it's
Premier?
very very interesting.
Ricky, yeah, you know what? You got me.
And we'll probably do some more of the demos giveaways for some of the better players. I think people really like that idea. I'm actually getting with Lawrence Wednesday or Thursday of this week, and we're gonna go through some decks to help him get fine-tuned for the OP Cup.
Nice. John says that Al has 2 young kids, so travel is awkward, but he'll be in Boston.
Yeah, so do I.
Okay. Yours aren't that young.
12.
The
It's
youngest?
the youngest, yeah.
Yeah. 16 on the other one. Just had a birthday.
Yeah,
Tell him I said happy birthday when you see him.
I will.
I don't know if he gets on Facebook.
He's not on there much.
I didn't think so. Yes, Ricky, I made a typo and had infinite power on the most.
Infinite power.
Yeah. But I do have a Spawn finite power for everybody.
Regular or miscut?
It is the harder one to get.
I think that's the regular.
The regular?
Yeah.
Is it cut a little bit bigger or the
No, it's
miscut?
just- I think the one that they gave us promos was the one that's bigger. The harder one to get is the normal size.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure, but I got 100 of them.
Okay.
So, and if you watch the video where we opened the 18-pound box, there's a lot of stuff in there that is going to be just set out on the table, and if you need anything, take what you need. I am going to price a lot of the cards and have them in the showcase. I need to restock that showcase. I haven't had a chance to do it with all the traveling I've been doing.
No. And there's a possibility that I'll have a box of Classic for sale.
Oh.
It's going to be expensive, though.
Expensive? More than 3,500?
No, not that expensive.
Okay.
Probably half price of what you see them on eBay for.
Okay. That'd be interesting to see if there's any interest in something sealed like that. It's, especially with the new stuff coming out.
Yeah, they're just so hard to find now.
Yeah.
And if you just happen to pull the accidental insert out of there.
When the accidental inserts in the boxes, obviously I never pulled one. But when you got one out of a box, was there more than one in the box?
I believe so. Yeah, if you
Yeah.
got one that was in there, then
You
there's
could
multiples.
get 2 or 3.
There's multiples.
That's
yeah.
what I thought I remembered. But
And I've never seen the ID or the teamwork.
Phil Keffer says those Captain America PSA 10s sound nice. Yep, that's going to be sweet.
Yeah, we got to wear that hat, Phil. The American flag hat.
All right. I've actually got a handful of cards I was thinking about sending to PSA. Let's see if they can get 10s.
How'd that Deadpool Don't Lose Your Head? Was that nice?
It was, and I didn't even look at that one about grading it. I slapped 40 bucks on it and threw it in the showcase. Yeah, I should have looked at that one a little closer. Price like it's an Avengers discard. There'll be, what was I lost my train of thought. I might grade some cards. I don't think they'll be back in time though, because
they
they take forever to grade.
Yep, they're slow.
But we shall see. Josh says, can't wait for the OP Cup. I can't wait for you to come up, Josh. That's going to be so much fun. I am planning on live streaming some of Friday night's games, not every one of them, because I have asked Marcel to play my Neuron deck on Friday night on a live stream. He can play any deck he wants.
Did he agree?
He did not. He has not replied. I think he's going to chicken out.
He doesn't like to play on Friday. He doesn't like scab games.
He don't want to lose to the Neuron deck. That's what it is.
I mean, that could be part of it too. He'd never live it down if he did.
Yeah, and I also plan on having a sit-down talk with the Lazarus guys. And I'm hoping to do that around 9 o'clock, 9:30 Friday night. And then on Saturday, we will be live streaming 2 games every round. We'll have ours, and Legacy will have theirs.
And we're booted out of this room, right?
Yeah, we're moving across to the other side, but it'll be okay. We'll see what happens, but I can't wait. John says, I have an ID card that I was shocked when I saw the price. I didn't know it was rare. Yeah, those accidental inserts are crazy.
Well,
Josh says,
especially
Doug,
those two.
Yeah. Doug, any videos, help with video stuff? I do think I'll be winning too many games. I do not think I'll be winning too many games. Josh, I appreciate the offer, and we shall see, my friend. I might just take you up on that. It'll be a good time. We're going to play and just have a get-together Friday night. If you want to play in the Henry Pym deck tournament, that's great. If you don't, there's still a lot going on Friday night. Guys just casually hanging out, eating pizza, drinking Liquid Death. They brought the first cooler today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he asked me if I wanted more, and I said, absolutely. If you got another 1 or 2, I will take them. So Liquid Death is going to stock us up. They also, I can't tell this part, they got a new flavor coming out, and it's something about a cider flavor for sparkling water that's cider flavored.
Okay.
And I may or may not have a case sitting in the store for us to sample.
Already?
Yeah. Yep. So we should have that in time for the cup. I think it releases the same week as the cup, which would be really cool to have. So that's the way it's looking, guys. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Let us know, what do you think about the new logos? You like this one that we got up here now, or the one with me and Phil? And we're going to start using that so you guys can differentiate us from the official page. A lot of people just saw the logos and assumed we were them and they were us.
And we are them.
Well, but they aren't us.
That's true.
So we'll be using these logos from now on, well, for a little while anyways, until we get tired of them and change them again. But I kind of like this one, and I love the one with the two of us on it, so they'll be around a while.
We've had some questions. Do we have shirts and playmats designed for these yet?
No. Somebody's asked that already?
Of course.
Wow, you guys are awesome. All right. Wow. All right, let me see what I can do.
They're looking for new Merc.
Yeah, I don't blame them. All right, I'll get on it. Good night, John. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. The logo is great. I really do. Josh, everyone who's still there, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
All right, we'll get that on. I think that logo's going to go on a black shirt. Yeah, maybe both of them on a black shirt then. And playmats? What about playmats? You guys are awesome. Thanks, man. You are they, and they are you, and they are we, and we are all together, says the captain. I am the walrus. See you guys Thursday night. Cuckoo-cuckoo. Good night, Sean.
We'll see you guys.
Maybe not. Maybe not. How about Thursday night? We're going to do some Thursday night battles. So, guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you all soon. Have a good week.
Take care.
That was funny. 70 views.
70.
70 views. 18 when we quit.
Yeah, I knew it was still high.